We are live
with our guest. It's Umbo, right?
Call me Umbo, call me Quinn.
We're going to play some Legion TD.
I spent like 2 hours last night watching a Twitch stream of like diamond level play of this game.
Mm-hmm.
Are there some like
Can
key...
you share secrets with
I was
us?
gonna say, there's some key things that we're doing wrong.
They know every single unit and every single send and like the strengths and weaknesses of each. And then, but one thing they do is they look at who their like opponent is, like who's sending stuff to them and who they're sending stuff to. They have and look at their weaknesses. If you click on each unit, and then if you go to the upper left, you'll see what they're weak against, like impact damage or magic damage or something. And then you go to the send menu, and like if, for example, if they're weak against magic damage, you'll look for a send that does like high magic damage because that's higher breaking through. So it's stuff like that. And then like positioning is like really important, like way more important than I thought. I also found out this game is really strict about going AFK even for like 20 seconds, and then B, any sort of trash talk at all, people will report you and you'll get like a flag against your account.
Dude, that's lame.
I did not have somebody down. Oh, we're starting out great.
Wait, what happened?
He didn't put down a tower.
I didn't put down anybody.
El Salvador is adopting Bitcoin as its legal tender.
Yeah, that's true. They started mining is the term, I guess. They started mining it using the volcanoes because it's in the Pacific Rim, and they have a lot of volcanoes in their territory, and they're using the heat that the mountain generates as like a generator, basically, which creates electricity, which is mining Bitcoin. Like as a government, it's the first government in the world to like the government is creating Bitcoin, not like an individual or a company.
So one other part of that is that the citizens there in El Salvador are now like protesting because they're concerned about the instability of Bitcoin, which I can definitely understand. It is kind of a risk.
Yeah, it's a risk, but like I think it's cool that they were the ones who took that risk, like because some country has to do it first. Like someone has to be the first, right?
Yeah, and I think it could actually pay off for them pretty big, depending on how far it goes outside of their country.
I at the same time, I'm happy that I don't live in El Salvador right now.
They actually have this place in El Salvador called Bitcoin Beach, where the locals actually made quite a bit of money on it. That might be part of the motivation for the government kind of taking notice of it and deciding to kind of make a bet on it. They lost control of their previous currency and ended up switching to using the US dollar since 2001, which I didn't even realize was something that a country could really do.
Yeah, so every time you play a game, you get like money, right? It's called Essence. It's like the name of their currency, right?
Okay.
So I got like 205 from that match. If you look at the if you look in the upper right, it says your name, it says like what level you are, shows your icon, and then there's that sort of an orangish brown icon in the middle, right? It sort of looks like a gem. Well, how much do you have?
Like 1,400.
The gym one, I have 4,100.
Okay, yeah, you might not have enough. If you go to shop and then go to play styles, you can unlock different like starting little starting perks. So like instead of choosing a character, the one I unlocked is redraw, so you can re-roll your characters 3 times per match.
Dude, that's fucking bullshit. Dude, that's... Oh my god. Okay. It's reminiscent of Modern Warfare 2 or something.
I mean, there's only 2 that are good, so you just unlock that, and then you're basically the same as the pros. I don't know why you have to unlock it at all. It's kind of dumb.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of things where it's like you start at a disadvantage.
Yeah, in fact, ArLivet, you're according to the score right now, you're winning. You have the highest score of anyone in the game.
Nice.
And I guess the Scythians use sweat lodges where they would put marijuana plants onto hot rocks and breathe in clouds of vapor.
Hotboxing.
Yeah.
What was called that? After the French Revolution in the 1700s, like after it was all over, they had a giant party in Paris, and it was considered like one of the craziest parties of all time. They dug out an artificial lake and they filled it with wine.
Oh my god.
And they had a guy whose only job was to like, he had this little canoe, right? And he would like canoe out into the wine lake and like fill up people's like glasses with like wine, right?
Dude, that's
and then
awesome.
one thing they didn't know about is that this guy was in this canoe for like hours and hours, right? Or maybe even days, because this party lasted for like a week, right? And he inhaled so many fumes from like the wine that he like passed out and then fell into the lake and then drowned.
Oh my god.
Thank you, Umbo, for joining us. HHanchan, thank you for joining us. It was a little bit rough getting you in here.
Dude, your setup is sick. I like the lighting.
Oh, thank you. I have this kind of goes up the side, up into the ceiling. And
Sound dampening.
yeah, I tried. I thought it would give my wife a little peace of mind, but it doesn't. It doesn't help as much. If I start getting hyped, you know, I'm like, she hears it. Then my phone goes off. Like, shut up.
I was going to do a whiskey of the week. And you know what? I'm going to start out right now. It is this Lewis and Clark. This one is straight corn whiskey. It's it's on the affordable side. For those, it's not cheap, it's affordable. I must say, I do like their vodka a little bit more than their whiskey, but their whiskey is good. That's my whiskey of the week, Lewis and Clark. The initial taste, it's smooth going in. I get that very aromatic, that burn when it goes down.
That's vomit.
Great.
Dude, it's rough. Let me just tell you, it's rough. It's not like the smoothest stuff I've ever had. I don't know. Like I said, I've got to watch these whiskey things. I'm just plugging this one thing, hoping that we get a sponsor out of this.
Yeah.
By the way, what should I call you?
You can call me Hank or HHanchan.
Yesterday, ArLivet and I played, and we got all the way through Act 1, so now we just have to transition to Act 2.
Act 2.
So I guess all of the characters are actually characters from Diablo 1. As you get more people, the chance for like better like drops, like items to drop goes up as well.
I heard you play Druid as well.
Yeah, that's like usually my like go-to class.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're the hardest class. A lot of people say like druids are like the worst version of everything. So like if you go like shape-shifting, like you'll never be as good as a barbarian, or if you go like summoner, you'll never be as good as like a necro, and if you go like elemental, like you'll never be as good as a a sorceress or like a paladin or something. But if you can be good on a druid, you can play anything. This is my first time playing an assassin.
Oh, dude, that's like one of my favorites.
So I've been having a lot of fun with it. Yeah, so before I joined up with ArLivet at work, I was a professor at a major university.
Wow.
And I taught in sport management, and then I was actually one of the earliest esport researchers here in the United States, and was one of the first guys to start really pushing for research and publications in that area. I'm just gonna fill the room with fire, you know.
Ooh.
Oh.
I think Act 2 is my favorite.
Me and my friend who also plays this game were talking about that. We both agreed that Act 2 is probably the best act. It's just like the progression of the act with the quests is immaculate. It just constantly builds on itself so well. We were talking about this cave. It's like 20,000 years old. And this lady says, look at this art. I said, well, how do you know it's art? She said, look at it. I said, well, you don't know if it was painted for that purpose. Like, what if this is a history class? What if it's a science class? They painted on there, they're like, this is the animal we eat, and then they dip their fingers in whatever they use, and this is the one we don't eat. It's a history lesson. And she was like, it's art. I said, prove it. She said, get out. I wasn't allowed to come back to class the whole semester, because I came back the next day on Wednesday. That was day one. She said, no, you don't believe in art, so you're not allowed to be in here. Come take the final. I did. I got a C- and moved on with my life. But I just gets me fired up still thinking about it. So this gem shrine, if you get your like highest gem, like if you have a flawed gem and then you click it, it'll actually upgrade the gem from flawed to like normal. So like if you have something that you want to like level up, then that's when you want to use those.
It just has to be in your inventory.
Yeah, just in your
upgrade.
inventory.
It'd be cool to have you back on again, Hank, if you're up for it.
Yeah, I'd definitely like to come in. But thank you guys so much for having me on. It was a lot of fun. And is the song of the day happening?
Yeah, I'll do it right now so you can see what it is.
Okay.
Song of the day today is Blastoise and Ranji Zoom original mix. And this is an Israeli club song.
Right on, man. See you
Have a good one. Thanks, guys.
All right, have a
you.
good one.
Thank you, everyone for everyone for joining us. Have a good week, guys. All right. Peace.